Good morning everyone. Today we are again starting with the topic of calculation techniques, and I'm going to cover a very important topic for you for multiplication. But before that, let's understand something very important, that is the IBPS PO notification is out. I'm sure you must be aware of it. The form can be filled from 14th of August, and there is a very important and significant change in this year's examination. In the prelims paper also we have sectional cutoffs as well as sectional time limits. So go through the notification carefully and let's start preparing at a faster pace with more sincerity and focus so that you crack the IBPS prelims in the first attempt itself. Okay, alright. So starting with the topic for today, that is multiplication. Earlier I have done for you square techniques of calculation. So as you understand that once we have sectional time limits, speed becomes even more important, because you get only 20 minutes to crack the math section of the examination, right? And so with the reasoning section as well as English section, right? If you compare with the SBI PO this year, in the sectional time limits, the overall cutoff went very high, almost 56.5 out of 100. The small difference between SBI PO and IBPS PO, and that very important difference, minor but important one, is that in SBI PO we did not have sectional cutoffs in this year's examination in the prelims paper, but in IBPS PO we have sectional cutoffs also. So very important to understand what exam you are going to give and why it is important to learn the best techniques so that you have the best chance of cracking the examination. Alright, so let's understand what is the goal for the day. We are going to learn some very helpful and important shortcut techniques of multiplication. You see, in most questions of banking examination, speed is very important, and you see in data interpretation and in mathematics, multiplication, percentages, ratios, squares, cubes, square roots and cube roots, these are the essentials, right? So once you learn how to multiply faster, your overall speed improves, you become more confident, right? So we'll learn different shortcut techniques of multiplication and discuss some problems. We'll solve some mathematical expressions using these techniques, and if you take a proper note and understand the concepts, you will become like a human calculator. So let's begin with our first technique, and that is this Sumten method of calculation, multiplication, Sumten method. Now I had used Sumten method in squares also. Let's understand how we are going to use it for multiplication. Let's say I ask you to find out the product of 62 and 68. What is the answer? What is 62 into 68? Are we going to do the lengthy calculation? No, we will do the calculation directly. We will write down what is 2 into 8, that is 16, and we will multiply 6 with the next number to 6. 6 into 7 is 42. So the answer becomes 4216. This technique can be applied in the case of Sumten. So observe here the meaning of this one, Sumten. 62 into 68. Why we say it is Sumten? Because the right hand side digits must add up to how much? 10. That is why we call it Sumten. The right hand side digits 2 and 8. And another condition that is very important is that the left hand side digits must be same. Clear? Look at as a formula. Let's say AB into AC, such that B plus C is 10 and the left hand side digits are same. This kind of calculations are called as Sumten, and the shortcut technique is to multiply B into C. That's one step done. Second step, multiply A into the number next to A. What is A plus 1? And that gives you the answer, right? So 2 into 8 here, that is 16, and what is 6 plus 1? 6 plus 1 is 7. So 6 into 7, 42. We can use it for 2-digit numbers as well as 3-digit numbers. It's very simple, very easy to work out, right? Let's say for example, I want to find what is 104 into 106. So we have 4 into 6. I am treating here 4 and 6, that is what is your sum 10. 4 plus 6 is 10. So 4 into 6 is 24 and 10 plus 1 is 11. So multiply 10 into 11. 10 into 11 becomes 110. So what is your answer? 11024, right? We can apply it for both 2-digit numbers as well as 3-digit numbers, right? Let's see one more example. So let's say, what is 83 into 87? Can you calculate and tell me the answer? What is 83 into 87? Calculate it, you can post the answer in the comment section. So what you see first? First you have to understand, is sum 10 applied or not? Are the right hand side digits adding up to 10? Yes. Are the left hand side digits same? Yes. So we can apply. 3 into 7, 21. 8 into 9, 72. So how did we get 21? 3 into 7. And how did we get 72? 8 into 9. So 8 into 9, 72. 8 plus 1 is 9. 8 into 9 is 72 and 3 into 7 is 21. So that's about Sumten method, but this is the first type. I'll cover all types for you. You see here, I'm going to teach you every type of technique that you will ever need for your examination. Okay, alright. So Sumten method type 1 I have discussed with you. Then I will move on to the second type, type 2. Type 2 is the reverse of type 1. Here we don't add the right hand side digits up to 10. The left hand side digits are adding up to 10 here. 4 plus 6 is 10 and the right hand side digits must be same, like 48 into 68. So I can apply Sumten method for 48 into 68. You see what we will do first here. We will multiply 8 into 8, 64. Observe carefully. 8 into 8, 64. And we will multiply 4 into 6. So first let me write down what is the value here. 32. How did I get 32? 4 into 6 plus 8. You see, you multiply this 4 with this 6 and you add 8 to it. Okay. 4 into 6, 24 plus 8, 32. I will show you with the formula itself, don't worry. BA into CA, where the left hand side digits are adding up to 10 and the right hand side digits are same. So we get A square. Okay, that is the first part, A square. B into C. Please understand here, B into C. Just look at the method here, B into C plus A. Correct? B into C plus A. So these are the two parts here. One is A square and the other one is B into C plus A. Good morning Vishakha and Gurunath. So you just follow the techniques here. Observe how I am doing and see that I will be explaining every step clearly. Note it down and you will become experts in Sumten method. Let's take one more example here. Let's take the example of 39 into 79. Okay, 39 into 79. So A into A square, 9 square is 81. So that is the first part we have done. We have finished the first part. Now we will go to the next one, that is 3 into 7, 21 plus 9, 21 plus 9, 30. So 3081. This is type 2. Now we will take an extension of type 2. Now extension of type 2 is when we apply type 2 of Sumten method for a 3-digit number. When we apply the type 2, now you see here again, let's take 212 into 812. So what you observe here is that the left hand side digits are adding up to 10, just as we have seen earlier in the case of 39 into 79. In this example that I did under type 2, the left hand side digits were adding up to 10. Here also the left hand side digits are adding up to 10. The right hand side digit was same here, 9 and 9. Here also right hand side digits are same. So we have a 2 digit number 12 and 12. Okay, so 212 into 812. So extension of type 2 is used for 3 digit numbers. You normally don't get lots of 3 digit numbers in exams because calculator is not there, time is very less. Those who set your paper know that you will be mostly working with 2 digit numbers and smaller 3 digit numbers. Okay, anyhow, so how do we do it? 12 square, first step. How did I get 144? 12 square, 12 into 12. Now multiply 2 into 8, 16, and add here 1, 17. So how did I get 17? 2 into 8 plus the next number. Please understand, not the entire number. We are not going to add 2 into 8 plus 12. Here we did 3 into 7 plus the entire number 9, but here we are not doing the entire thing, we are just adding 1 to it. Okay, please observe here, 2 into 8, 16 plus 1, just the number on the right hand side. That's how we get 17. Now what happens? 2, the number on the right hand side just comes down here as it is. We say 212 into 812 is equal to 172,144. So I will solve 1 or 2 more examples. You just observe carefully and you see, you will understand. It's a very simple thing, right? Okay, let's take one more example. Let's take for example 316, right, into 716. So first thing to do is 16 square. First you understand this, 16 square, 256, that should be done. Now multiply 3 into 7, 21, and add the number 1 to it. Please observe here, 3 into 7, 21 plus 1, 22, done, very simple. And then 6 will come in between, so 226, 256, 226, 256, not 22636. We are multiplying 16 into 16, the whole thing we have to multiply. 16 into 16 is 256. Observe once again, you will understand. 16 into 16, 256. Let's take one more example. Let's take 413 into 613. Let me write bigger. First you multiply 13 into 13. 4 into 6, 24 plus this 1, 25, and 3 comes in the center, 253169. So with this I hope you have understood Sumten method completely, all types, type 1, 2 and extension of type 2. So when do we use extension of type 2? For 3 digit numbers. Okay. So Sumten method is done. Now we will be moving to the next technique, that is the base method. Now can you see, if you are following my classes for square, you must have seen that I used base method for square calculation also. Now how will we use base method for multiplication? So we will take bases like 100, or we can take 1000, 10,000. We will take these bases, very simple. We will take these bases and we will work with them. Let's start with 100. Okay, let's say I want to find out what is 86 into 97. 86 into 97 without doing any calculation. Our base value is 100. So, you will see 97 is how much less than 100. Please observe here what I am saying. 97 is how much less than 100. So, you will say 97 plus 3 is 100. Okay. And what about 86? 86 is how much less than 100. So, you will say it is 14. Difference from 100. What are we finding here? Difference from 100. So, instead of multiplying these large numbers, we will multiply the small numbers. 14 into 3 is equal to 42. Now, how did we get this 42? 14 into 3, so that you can understand. How did we get 42? 14 into 3 is 42. Now, we can take any one of the numbers. Either we can take 86 or we can take 97. It's our choice. We can take any one of these numbers and take the number diagonally opposite to it. So, let us say I choose 86. Then I subtract 86 and 3, how much I get? 83. So, how did I get 83? 86 minus 3. You see here, if you subtract 97 minus 14 also, that will also give you 83. So, which way you are subtracting, that is not important, right? The number that you are subtracting, that is important, but not which way you are subtracting. Just keep that in mind. Okay. So, this technique I have done right now for you. This technique is for numbers less than 100, less than the base. I will show you for other things also how to work it out. Don't worry. Less than the base. We will take one more example. Let us say 88 into 94. So, from 100. Difference is 6, difference is 12, multiply 12 into 6, that is 72, choose one number and subtract. You see, it is very easy. 88 minus 6 is 82. So, what is the answer? 8272. Very simple, very easy to work out. Take one more example. I will show you one case when we have to add a number. Let us say 98 into 97. From 100. The difference is 3 and 2. So, multiplying we get 6, but add 0 6 here. Why 0 6? Number of digits, you see a number of digits same as number of zeros in base. Excuse me. You see here in the base how many zeros are there? 2. So, here also we need 2 digits. Please understand that. If I am getting 2 into 3 is 6, we will add one 0 here, right. So, 2 into 3 6, 98 minus 3, 95. So, what is your answer? 9506, right. That is very important to understand. Let us take some other example, one more example to understand something significant, and then we will move ahead. Let us say 87 into 92. Again, number is less than the base. The base is 100. 13 into 8. Now, because 92 is 8 less than 100 and 87 is 13 less than 100. So, 13 into 8 is how much? What is 13 into 8? 13 into 8 is 104. I am getting a 3-digit number here. But just now I have told you, very important, number of digits we get after the product should be equal to number of zeros in the base. So, 13 into 8 is 104. We will write here 04 and take 1 as carry. Very important. Please observe here. 13 into 8 is 104, but we are not writing 104, we are just writing the last 2 digits 04, and this 1 goes as a carry. Okay. Now, 87 minus 8, 87 minus 8 is equal to 79, but this carry is here, so we will add this carry. Answer will become 8004. That is how you take. So, I have shown you all 3-4 examples here, 3-4 examples of working out different types of questions. First example, this we have done. Second here. Third, keep in mind number of digits should be same as number of zeros in the base, and when to take a carry. Please note here, when to take a carry, that we have covered in this example. Now the same things I will also be discussing in the next example, so it will become more clear to you. Okay? So we'll see now the next method. Next thing about base method, that is for numbers more than 100. For numbers more than base, what do we do for numbers more than base? Let's say for example 103 into 116. You see both these numbers are more than 100. So how much more they are? See, we don't write plus minus, just see the difference. How much more? 13, 3 and 16. Just as you have done earlier, we will multiply 3 into 16, 48. This part is same. The only change is that we will take any of these numbers. As I told you earlier, we can take any of these numbers and then we will take the number diagonally. And what do we do here now? Add. Please understand, we are going to add. When numbers are less, we subtract. When numbers are more, we add. So 103 plus 16 is 119. So what is the answer? 11948. Everything else remains same. When to add 0, when to take carry. Let's say for example 102 into 104, 2, 4, 8. But what do we need here? What do we need here? That's why very important to focus on these small things. In learning a shortcut technique, you learn it well. Otherwise, don't use it in the exam, because you should know that there is a negative mark of 0.25 for every question that goes wrong. We need 0 here. Why do we need 0? Because number of digits after the multiplication should be same as number of zeros in the base. Okay. Now 102 plus 4. 102 plus 4, 106. So what is the answer? 10608. And with practice you can start taking bigger and bigger numbers. Also it depends upon how good you are with your multiplication tables, right? If you improve your multiplication tables, you can take bigger values also, larger values also. Okay. Let's say for example 112 into 113, 13, 12, 156, 1 carry. This is 125 plus 1, directly I am doing 126. So what is the answer? 12656. You see 112 plus 13 is 125, and there is a carry which I directly added. I added the carry directly. Do it a little slowly for you. (12 into 13). 12 into 13, sorry, we moved it to the further slides. 12 into 13 is 156. So we take the carry here and we write 1. So 1 is a carry. Now 112 plus 13 is 125. We add the carry here. Okay, we add the carry. So what do we get here? 12656. We should finish this within 2 to 3 seconds in the exam. That is how we have to practice. Our target should be to complete these kind of calculations within 2-3 seconds itself. Initially if you are slow, writing down, you are practicing, it's okay, but gradually आपका एम क्या होना चाहिए? 2-3 सेकंड में ही कैलकुलेशन हो जाए. सिंपल कैलकुलेशन में ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं स्पेंड कर सकते हैं, एग्जाम में उतना टाइम नहीं है, राइट? दिस ईयर दी वैकेंसीज हैव गॉन अप in IBPS PO. That's a good news for you. Last year it was around 3,500 something, but this year it is 4,100, no? Approximately 4,100. So around 600 extra vacancies there. Change is also there. Sectional time limits and sectional cutoffs. So those who are good in all sections will have better chance of cracking IBPS PO this time. Okay. So English also becomes very important because English is the scoring section. Keep in mind all these things. Okay, all right. So we have done base method with 100 as a base for numbers less than the base as well as numbers more than the base. Now we will take 1000 as a base and see what we can do. Let's take 1000 as a base. Now that you have understood, it will not be difficult, it will be very easy. 1000 is a base, very simple. Let's say 988 into 996. From 1000, how much less? They are 4 and this is 12. 12 into 4 is 48. But we have 3 zeros here, so 048 and 988 minus 4. Please understand here. Minus 4 is 984. So this, if you have understood, no, you can take 100, 1000, 10,000, any number. Let's say for example 9996 into 9998. Now think about this. Now which number will be the closest here? 9996 and 9998. 10,000 will be the base. We'll decide the base. What will be my base? 10,000. This is our base. Everything else remains same, no change. Numbers are less than the base or more than the base, just look at that and just work it out. Okay. 4, how much less than 10,000? 4. How much less than 10,000? 2. 4 into 2, 8. How many zeros are there? 4 zeros. So put here 0, 0, 0. Okay. Now take this number 9996 minus 2. 9994. That is how easy this is, 9996 minus 2, 9994, 0008. So we have done the first 3 methods. You can say Sumten method, type 1, type 2 and extension of type 2, as well as base method for 100,000 as well as 10,000. Logic remains same whether it is 100 or 1000. Just keep this in mind and practice, watch the video again when you have to, and you will be good with base method. Now we will take the next thing, that is previous session contest question. This question is from the topic of time and work, right? Almost all students got the answer right, wrong, none of them got the answer. So let's see what this question is discussing, what is happening in this question. A project can be done by 70 men in 100 days, that is the first case. 70 men can do the project in 100 days. There were 80 men at the start of the project, but after 50 days, after. So what is happening? Change is happening after 50 days. Always focus on when is change happening. Keep this in mind, when is change happening? Every question of time and work where some people were added after 10 days, 20 days, 30 days, 40 days, focus which day? After 50 days. What happened? 20 of them had to be transferred to another project. How many days will it take for the remaining work? Please focus also on that this is a question based on what? Remaining work, not total work. Sometimes we calculate everything and get the answer wrong, remaining work. So what is the first thing we will do here is to understand that 70 men can do the project in 100 days, this is given to us. At the start, how many men were there? 80 men. And after 50 days, 20 men had to be transferred. So the question is, how much work? The first question is, how much work did 80 men do in 50 days? Once we know this, please understand, once we know this, we can find out the remaining work. This will help us in finding out the remaining work. So it's not just about solving the question, okay? It's about understanding the approach, so that in the future all questions you should solve. observe the question, quick 10 seconds, 15 seconds. What is the question asking? Okay, this is a change type question. Change is happening after how many days? Okay, now first I should find out how much work was done. So let's see here. 70 men in 100 days can do, let us say, X work. Okay, let's call it X. Then 80 men in 50 days can do how much work? Let's call it Y, just for the sake of calculation. 80 men in 50 days can do how much work? Y. This should be same. So in 70 days 100 men can do X amount of work. Same men in 50 days will do Y amount of work. So what we need here is a ratio of X by Y. You see, X by Y, so X by Y is equal to 70 into 100 by 80 into 50. So we will say, okay, 0 0 gets cancelled, 5 will cancel 70 14 times, 2 into 7 2 into 4. So Y is equal to 4 by 7x. 4 by 7x. So how much work was done? We have found this answer. How much work was done? 4 by 7x. So what was the remaining work? X minus 4 by 7x. That's equal to 3 by 7x. 3 by 7x work was remaining. Now we have to find out the remaining work. How much time, how many days will it take to complete the remaining work, when we know that 20 of them had to be transferred. Number of persons have reduced. Initially we had 80 persons. Initially we had 80 men who in 50 days have done 4 by 7 of the work. 4 by 7 of the work. So final, we say now what is the case here? Okay, so 60 men have to cover how much work? 3 by 7 work in how many days? So this is just one equation and we quickly can solve it now. So 80 into 50 by 4 by 7x is equal to 60 into number of days by 3 by 7, okay, 3 by 7x. X gets cancelled, 7 gets cancelled, 3 will cancel 60 20 times, 4 will cancel 80 20 times, 20 will get cancelled, D is equal to 50. In the exam we should finish it off in 40 seconds. It is very much possible. All this writing that I have done will not be done. Just two equations here actually. This is one main equation and this is one equation. Everything else I have done on the screen is understanding part. Okay, there's two main equations I have solved through which I am getting the answer. First is the ratio of X by Y, how much work was done, how much work was remaining. Once we have done that quickly, we will put everything in the second equation and get the answer. Number of days 50 for the remaining work. If the question was asking total time, how much did the total work last, not the remaining work. See, sometimes they will change the small thing in the end. How much did the total work last? See, first they have a work for 50 days. 50 days they have worked, and again we have taken 50 days. So that means it has taken 100 days to complete the remaining work. So these things are very important to understand. That's how you solve question, okay, in the examination. Structured thinking, understanding what is required, that is the main thing. Okay, so I hope this question is clear to you. Next, let's go to the contest question for today. Okay, this is the contest question for you. Let's see how fast you can calculate and get me the answer for this question on the screen. 365 into 999 plus 235 into 245 is equal to how much? calculate and post your answer in the comment section quickly. Let's see who can get me this fastest. Please don't use your calculator, okay? This is just to check how can you solve this question without using a calculator. Into 999 plus 235 into 245. Okay, now the time is up. I think by now you should have calculated. Okay, if you have not, then once you do the remaining part of today's class, you will be able to calculate and get the answer. All right. So we'll start with the next slide now. Multiplication with 11. We'll learn the fastest way to multiply with 11. This is one of the easiest thing, simplest thing to learn. Multiply with 11. Let's say 11 into 32, 11 into 81, 11 into, let's take 94, 11 into 324, 11 into 6, 2, 3, 4, 1, whatever, right? And let's calculate this and see how much time will take for all these calculations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not more than 10 seconds. All of these calculations within 10 seconds. You see what is 3 plus 2? So for any 2-digit number, just take this sum and put in the center. What is the answer? 352. If you are multiplying 11 with any 2-digit number, you add the digits and put the sum at the center. 8 plus 1, 9. So what is the answer? 891. You see, it's the easiest thing. Next we have 94. So 9 plus 4 is 13. So 3 carry 1. That's 1034. See, very simple. When we have a 3-digit number or 4-digit, 5-digit numbers, then slight change in strategy. First we will take 4. What is this value? 4. Now we will add 2 and 4. 2 plus 4, 6. Then 3 plus 2, 5. Think of there is a 0 here. So 0 plus 3, 3. So what is the answer? 3564. Very simple again. First, the rightmost number comes down as it is. No change there. Then we add the next number here. 2 plus 4. Then 3 plus 2. 0 plus 3, that gives you the answer. Very simple, easy to learn, nothing difficult here. Let's do it here also. 1, 4 plus 1, how much is 4 plus 1? 5, 3 plus 4, 7, 2 plus 3, 5, 6 plus 2, 8 and 0 plus 6. So we will add a 0 here, please note that's just a number. Does not matter how many zeros you put in the left hand side, okay. So 0 plus 6, 6. So what is the answer? 685. 751. So tell me what will be 11 into 43? How many seconds it will take? It should not even take 1 second for you. What is 11 into 43? 473. All you do is add this 4 plus 3 and put that in the center. 473. What is 11 into 525? 5, 2 plus 5, 7, 5 plus 2, 7 and 0 plus 5, 5. So 577, 5, that's it. That's all we need to know about multiplying with 11. With this we have completed this technique. We will now move to the next technique, that is for multiplication with 25 and 125. These are super special techniques. Let's say 25 into 32, 25 into 48, 25 into 36, let's say 25 into 72, 25 into 324, 125 into 24, 125 into 128, let's say 125 into 64. How many seconds will you take to do these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 calculations? How many seconds will you take? 8 calculations. Now, how many seconds? Can you do this in 10 seconds? All of these. Finish all of these calculations in 10 seconds. 25 into 32. 25 into 48, 25 into 36, 72 and 324. Can you post the answer for some of these at least? What is 25 into 32, 25 into 48? What is 25 into 324? Or at least do this one, 125 into 128. Post the answer. Can you do all of these calculations within 10 seconds? That is the question. If no, that means you are lagging behind from the competition. 4,100 vacancy is there, but number of people applying also is huge. So understand now, quick technique, and you will see how you can get these answers in 10 seconds. Whenever you are multiplying with 25, whichever number you are multiplying, please observe here, whichever number you are multiplying, divide by 4 and put 2 zeros. Divide by 4, put 2 zeros, you see, divide by 4, put 2 zeros, divide by 4, put 2 zeros, divide by 4, put 2 zeros. So will it take more than 5 seconds? No, right? So what is the technique for 25? Divide by 4 and add 2 zeros. Now think about it. Can you do this in 5 seconds? Yes or no? If you cannot do in 5 seconds, maybe you are not very good with your calculation tricks. Means you are not good with your multiplication tables, not calculation tricks. If you know the multiplication table of 4, dividing by 4, 4 into 8 is 32. Put 2 zeros. Let's say if I ask you now, what is 25 into 24? The answer should be 600 within half a second. How much time? Half second. Because 4 into 6 is 24, you know that just you have to put 2 zeros, right? What is the big deal about this? कितना time लगेगा? Divide करना है 4 से 2 zero add करना है, बस इतना ही काम तो करना है. Let's say for example 25 into 52, 1300, because you know 4 into 13 is 52. If you don't know that, go back and learn your multiplication tables, right? 25 into 76, 1900. Why? Because 4 into 19 is 76. ठीक है, तो मल्टीप्लिकेशन टेबल भी याद कर लीजिए. ये आप 5 सेकंड से भी कम में कर लेंगे, 3 सेकंड में हो जाएगा ये जो 5 कैलकुलेशन किया है मैंने अभी. ठीक है, अब बचा ये 125. तो 125 का क्या ट्रिक है? 125 का ट्रिक है, तो देखो 25 का ट्रिक था क्या? डिवाइड बाय 4 और 2 जीरो ऐड करना है. 125 का ट्रिक है डिवाइड बाय 8 एंड पुट 3 zeros. देखो इसके पीछे रीजन भी है. 25 क्या है? 100 by 4 है, इसलिए हम लोग ऐसा कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, ऐसा नहीं कर रहे बस कि कहीं से भविष्यवाणी हो गई और हमने मेथड डाल दिया. नहीं, 25 इज इक्वल टू 100 by 4, तो डिवाइड बाय 4 पुट 2 zeros. और 125 का क्या करेंगे? 125 का क्या करेंगे? 1000 by 8 करेंगे. क्यों? क्योंकि 8 into 125 इज इक्वल टू 1000. इसीलिए हम लोग डिवाइड कर रहे हैं 8 से और फिर क्या ऐड कर रहे हैं? 3 जीरो. समझिए उसको क्या करना है, वो समझिए. डिवाइड बाय 8 और 3 जीरो ऐड करना है. डिवाइड बाय 8 3 जीरो. डिवाइड बाय 8 3 1 2 3 3 जीरो 3000. डिवाइड बाय 8 16. अब आपको नहीं पता है कि 8 इंटू 16 128 है, मतलब आपका मल्टीप्लीकेशन टेबल से प्रॉब्लम है, कैलकुलेशन ट्रिक में नहीं, राइट. तो डिवाइड बाय 8 16 और 3 जीरो ऐड करना है. क्या करना क्या है यहाँ पे? क्या टाइम लगेगा? 125 इंटू 72 9000. कितना टाइम लगेगा सॉल्व करने में? हाँ, अगर वो नंबर डिविजिबल नहीं है तो उसका भी ट्रिक है. विल सी दैट. ओके, सो नाउ लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड. आई विल शो यू 2 एग्जांपल्स हियर of how to work it out if the number is not divisible. सपोज 25 इंटू 33 एक एग्जाम्पल ले लेता हूँ मैं, और एक ले लेता हूँ 125 इंटू 49 ले लेता हूँ. सो डिवाइड बाई 4 करिए आप, कितने बार डिवाइड कर सकेंगे? हाउ मेनी टाइम्स यू कैन डिवाइड? लिसन टू मी, हाउ मेनी टाइम्स यू कैन डिवाइड 33 बाई 4? आंसर क्या होगा? 8 टाइम्स, बिकॉज 4 इंटू 8 32 है. अभी बचा क्या? एक 1. सो 1 किया तो रिमाइंडर यहाँ पे 25 होगा, बिकॉज 1 इंटू 25 इज 25. तो ये रिमाइंडर को मल्टीप्लाई कर देना है 25 से. बहुत बड़ा टेक्निक नहीं है, बहुत सिंपल सा है. कितने बार डिवाइड कर सकते हो 33 को 4 से? हाउ मेनी टाइम्स यू कैन डिवाइड 33 बाई 4? 8 टाइम्स. अभी रिमाइंडर क्या बचा? 1. सो 1 इंटू 25 इज 25. सपोज आप ऐसे करो, 78 ले लो, 78 इंटू 25 डिवाइड करो 4 से. कितने बार डिवाइड कर सकते हो? व्हाट इज द मैक्सिमम यू कैन डिवाइड? इफ यू नो मल्टीप्लिकेशन टेबल्स, 19 टाइम्स. बचा कितना? 2. 19 इंटू 4 इज 76. सो 2 इंटू 25 50. बस इतना ही है, सिंपल है. यहाँ पर 8 से डिवाइड करो, कितने बार डिवाइड कर सकते हैं? 8 इंटू 6 48 होता है. एक बचा रिमाइंडर 1. सो 1 इंटू 125 इज 125. तो आंसर क्या होगा? 6125. साइडली अगर नंबर नहीं डिविजिबल है तो भी आप 1 सेकंड से 2 सेकंड मैक्सिमम जाएगा, आप कैलकुलेशन कर सकते हैं. यू कैन कैलकुलेट विद इन 1 to 2 सेकंड. दैट इज ऑल. इतना ही करना है. इस स्लाइड में ही मैंने सब कुछ कवर कर दिया. कभी आगे से 25 और 125 देखो तो खुश हो जाना कि ये उसका फास्टेस्ट टेक्निक आपको पता है. यू नो हाउ टू कैलकुलेट इन द फास्टेस्ट पॉसिबल वे. ठीक है, let's move to the next slide now. Let's see what is there in the next slide. Multiplication with 99, 999. अच्छा ठीक है, let's see. 42 into 99 देख लेते हैं हम लोग. Let's take 64 into 99. ठीक है, एक और नंबर ले लेते हैं. 343 into 999. और ले लो 648 into 999. And let's take one more number here with 4 nines. Okay, like say 4328 into 9999. So let's take these 5 examples and say again how many seconds you can calculate and get the answers. Can we finish off within 8 to 10 seconds maximum and get all of these answers in 8 to 10 seconds? Now, if I give this question to a normal person who is preparing well, ऐसा नहीं कि बिल्कुल ही प्रिपेयर नहीं किया उसने, ऐसे ही खाली बैठा हुआ है, नहीं. तो प्रिपेयर कर रहा है तो सीरियस एग्जाम के लिए, उसको अगर ये क्वेश्चन दिया जाएगा तो वो क्या करेगा? What will he do? What will a person do is that he will convert 99 as 100 minus 1, 999 as 1000 minus 1, and so on. This is the best he will do. But we are not satisfied with that. तो पुराना टेक्निक है, बहुत ही साधारण टेक्निक है, सिंपल टेक्निक है. कुछ हमें अलग करना है. वी हैव टू बी डिफरेंट फ्रॉम अदर्स. तो फास्टेस्ट टेक्निक क्या है? ये सब टेक्निक हमारे लिए नहीं है. वी डोंट बिलीव इन दिस ओल्ड टेक्निक. ओके, 100 minus 1, 1000 minus 1 करेंगे तो यहाँ बहुत टाइम लग जाएगा. 4328 इंटू 10,000 minus 1 करेंगे, हो जाएगा बहुत, 5-6 सेकंड्स में हो जाएगा, 8 सेकंड्स में हो जाएगा. 4328 फिर 4 0 1 2 3 4 माइनस 4328 इंटू 1 4328. ओके, अब इसके बाद सब्ट्रैक्ट करना पड़ेगा. तो ये डेफिनेटली 1-2 सेकंड में तो नहीं होने वाला है. दिस इज नॉट गोइंग टू हैपन. दिस इज नॉट पॉसिबल in 2 to 3 seconds. Okay, that is why we don't like these techniques. Let's learn the fastest technique here. ठीक है, तो let's understand without wasting much time. this क्या नंबर क्या है यहाँ पे? 42 है. इसको 1 से घटा दो, subtract it by 1, तो क्या हो जाएगा? 41. ओके, ये 4 है. how much we should add to make 9? how much we should add to make 9? 5. और ये 2 है. लास्ट डिजिट ऑलवेज विल बी एडिंग अप टू 10. सो 2 plus 8, व्हाट इज द आंसर? 4158. Excuse me, today little cough and cold. Okay, so what we are doing, you just understand this. I'll do it here below first. The number 42, whatever number is there, you reduce it by 1. Okay, ये हो गया 42 बन गया 41. ये 4 को लो and see how much I should add. How much I should add to 4 to make it 9. 4 plus 5 is how much? 9. ये target हमारा. 4 plus 5 9 and 2 how much I should add to make 10. 2 plus 8 is 10. So 4158. Let's take one example here. 34 into 99. 34 बन जाएगा 33. with 3 में कितना ऐड करेंगे तो 9 बनेगा. 3 plus 6 will be 9 and 4 में कितना ऐड करेंगे तो 10 बनेगा. 4 plus 6 is 10. See, last number will always add up to 10. Repeating it again, last number adds up to 10, all other numbers add up to 9. Again you see here, 64 will become 63. Once you learn and understand these questions, you will do within seconds. I am telling you, don't have to write anything. Okay, 64 becoming 63 very quickly. This will not even take half a second for you. Now this 6 plus 3 is 9 and 4 plus 6, so 6 3 4 6. Let's do the same thing for 343 also. 343 will become 342. Okay, now 3 plus 6 is 9, 4 plus 5 is 9 and 3 plus 7, 342 657. 342 657. 648 will become 647 and 6 plus how much is 9? 3. 4 plus how much is 9? 5 and 8 plus how much is 10? 2. See, last number always adds up to 2. So 647352. Now if I have to solve this question here, see 4327567 it will take less than 2 seconds for me. See, 4327, 4 plus 5 is 9, 3 plus 6 is 9, 2 plus 7 is 9 and last number adds up to 10. 8 plus 2 is 10. Take any number and I can work it out within 2 seconds. That's once you know the technique. That's the thing about it. You should know the technique. Let's take for example 238 into 999, 237762. You see, less than 27. 237. So reduce by 1 and 2 plus 7 9, 3 plus 6 9, 8 plus 2 10. That's why this is a better approach. Okay. So understanding this very important to understand this technique. Multiplication with 99, 999 and 9999. So let's go to the next slide and I'll quickly just explain that previous technique once again. Vishaka is asking to repeat again. So let's see 46 into 19. I'll just take 3 examples and then I will teach you the other technique of multiplication of n5. That's very simple technique, nothing to worry about. 46 into 99, please see Vishaka here, 46 will become how much? 45. Subtract by 1. Listen to my words. Now the first number 4, how much I should add to make it 9? Just answer that much. How much I should add to make it 9? So 4 plus 5 is 9. 6, how much I should add to make it 10? 4 plus 5 9, 6 plus 4 10. 387 into 999. Again you see here very quickly, 387 will become 386. इसके लिए तो कुछ नहीं करना है ना, बस एक तरह रिड्यूस कर दे रहे हैं. अब 3 नंबर चाहिए यहाँ पे, 1 2 3. 3 plus how much 9? 6. 8 plus how much is 9? 1 and 7 plus how much is 10? 3. Done. एक और एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं. 4 5 6 2 into 9 9 9 9 4 5 6 1. अभी 4 नंबर्स यहाँ पे हैं. 4 plus 5 is 9, 5 plus 4 is 9, 6 plus 3 is 9 and 2 plus 8 is 10. I hope now this would have been clear. Okay, otherwise watch the video again, you will learn. Now multiplication of n5 into n plus 1 5. This I had done in my introduction class also. I will repeat it once more. Let's say you have to multiply 35 into 45, 65 into 75, 125 into 135, 185 into 195, or in the contest question it was there 235 into 245. Can we get these answers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in 5 seconds? Okay, let's say 5 to 8 seconds. Okay, actually it is possible in 5 seconds only. Okay, so 35 into 45, what we do, what is the bigger number here? First of all, the numbers are consecutive: n, n plus 1, 3, 3 plus 1, 6, 6 plus 1, 12, 12 plus 1, 18, 18 plus 1, 23, 23 plus 1. That's there, and both are ending in 5. So we'll take the number larger number, that is 4, 4 square minus 1. You see, larger number square minus 1, and last digit will always be 75. Note it down. When we are multiplying n5 into n plus 1, 5, last two digits will be 75 fixed. That's not changing. So in all these cases they will be ending in 75. ये हमें calculate नहीं करना है, ये पता है, ये technique का part है. When a number is n5 into n plus 1, 5, last two digits will be 75. तो वो calculate करना ही नहीं है. You don't have to worry about that last two digits. Just you take the number here 6 and 7, which is the larger number. 7. 7 square is how much? 49 minus 1, 48. So I can write it here. 7 square minus 1. So 13 square minus 1, 19 square minus 1, 24 square is 576 minus 1, 575. 57575. Right? So we have discussed all the techniques for multiplication that you should know. Multiplying with 11, multiplying with 25, 125, multiplying with 99, 999 and so on, and multiplication of n5 into n plus 1, 5, base method, as well as Sumten method. So all of the good techniques that are required for you to become very fast in calculation, so that tomorrow you crack the examination in one attempt. That is what we have covered, right? So watch the video again when you want to revise these shortcut tricks and techniques. Okay, these are the best techniques that you will get anywhere. Alright, so now is the time for the CPP, class practice packs, right? So we have selected some good calculation questions for you, so that you can just revise and apply the techniques that you have learned today in solving those CPP questions. Okay, those who are passport users, immediately once you hear the sound, you can start solving the questions, and the questions which most of you get wrong, I will be discussing it in my next session. Best of luck to you. Start solving the questions now.